All right, guys, welcome on into the stream. Let me know if you can hear me and if you can see me, if everything sounds all right and looks all right. And we'll get started in just a second. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Jamesy? We got Christopher in the house. Brandon, what's good? We got the Jive Techie. Joey, what's going on, man? All right, guys. Well, welcome to the Adventures of TNT. I'm your host T, and tonight we're going to be exploring punk rock music. This has been a long time coming, in which this is the first time that I've hosted a punk rock stream. This is all thanks to our patron, friend, and subscriber Christopher, in which he is sponsoring this video. So without him, this would not be happening. So make sure y'all shout him out in the chat. So we're gonna be exploring three bands tonight, and afterwards we might take some requests. But what I want you guys to do for me right now is flood my chat and let me know who your favorite punk rock band is. I'm very curious. I'm very curious to see who your favorite punk rock bands and punk rock artists are. And in the meantime, I'm going to talk about my experience with this genre of music. Now, for some of y'all have seen my journey from the beginning. You've seen where I've come from and where I'm at right now with this genre of music. To me, I thought punk was Blink 182, Green Day, Sum 41, those guys that I saw on MTV. I didn't grow up listening to punk rock music. I didn't care for it. I didn't like it. I thought that the guys had big spiky hair and they had spikes on their wrist and on their jackets, and I thought it was crazy. I thought they were satanic devil worshippers. That's, for the most part, what the media has portrayed punk rock bands as evil. And after exploring the music, diving into the culture, hearing stories, you find out that that is the furthest thing from the truth. You come to understand that these are artists and people with a message, and they don't care what anybody says, but they're going to be heard. And I think that's incredible. And it's even more incredible when you go further back to hear the roots of the start of the movement. Because there you hear the foundation of what it turned into. And then, of course, in the 2000s and the 90s, you see how it went from something that was real into something that's really silly. So it's very interesting when I hear people say things like punk is dead, because of what it ultimately transformed into. It's been quite a journey. And so tonight we're going to go ahead and kick things off with a band that I was told was like, these guys were at the bottom. They kind of helped build the foundation of punk rock music. Now, the first band we're going to be listening to is Sham 69, and the song is called If the Kids Are United. Now, to my understanding, when punk was starting, when it was becoming something, it was really about building a community. Building a community of like-minded individuals who didn't like what was going on in society and wanted to speak out about it. And so it's understandable that the media of society would portray punk rock artists in a negative light, especially how we see how the media operates now. So for me growing up having the negative perceptions of this genre of music, it's understandable where those perceptions came from. Because as we all know, media doesn't like people out there pushing the truth. So, but I have no idea what these guys are going to be talking about. But as what happens in punk rock music, there's always a message. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Once again, this is Sham 69 with If the Kids Are United. Let's go.
Hello, mate. All right? Yeah, I'm all right.
And as always, you can pull up the lyrics and follow along.
I wanna say it now, but now is today. And love has been given to grab and enjoy. So let's all grab and let's all enjoy. In the case of united, there will never be divided. In the case of united, there will never. With feelings like you and me. Understand him, he'll understand you. For you are him, and he is you. In the case of united, there will never be divided. In the case of united, there will never. Freedom is given, speak how you feel. I am the freedom, how do you feel?
Yikes.
Light on my face, but not to my heart. If we stand together, it will just be the start. In the case of united, there will never be divided. In the case of united, there will never be divided. In the case of united, there will never be divided. In the case of united, there will never be divided.
Oh, man. Guys, that was exactly what we were talking about. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Music that's bringing people together, that's forming a community of like-minded individuals. And at the time, I guess the people that were listening to this were the youth, the kids. And so, as he was saying in the lyrics with the chorus, if the kids are united, then we'll never be divided. As I said, there's no wonder. It's no wonder that the media portrayed punk rock artists as negative. Because all you have to do is replace the word with kids with people. And there's your message right there. If people are united, then they'll never be divided. And unfortunately, what we always see is division. There's always division that's pushed. So this is really, really cool. And this is what I was telling you guys before about what I love about this genre of music. Especially when you hear the older stuff. When you hear this came out in 1979. So Sham was formed in 1975. English punk rock band. But this song came out in 79. And when you listen to music that came out in the 90s, which was about, I guess, 15 years later, about 95, 96. And it's punk rock guys talking about, I went to the mall and my girlfriend broke my heart. And now I'm going to a party and, well, it was me. I'm going to cut myself. It's completely different than telling people, hey, look, let's stick together. Let's form a movement. Let me see. There was some other stuff that he said in here. And then we'll move on to the next song. Freedom is given. Speak how you feel. I have no freedom. How do you feel? They can lie to my face, but not to my heart. If we stand together, it will just be the start. Oh my goodness. Oh man. See, and this is the other thing too. For those of y'all who grew up listening to this type of music, no wonder y'all hate new music. Oh man. When you have something like that, when you have lyrics that are just profound like that, and then you hear music nowadays where it's like bling bling, driving in my car, dream bling bling bling. It's like, what the hell? All right, y'all, we're gonna keep things going. Let me see. The next group we're gonna be checking out, this is the Subhumans. Now, I have heard of these guys. I believe I've done a reaction to them on the channel. I can't remember what the name of the song was, but shout out to Eaten by Ghouls. Eaten by Ghouls is one of my Patreon subscribers that has really guided me in my journey of punk rock music. He put me on to bands like Crass, the Subhumans, and then even some Dead Kennedy songs as well. But this song is called Subvert City. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Leave your thoughts in the chat, y'all. And Christopher, if you're in the chat, man, give us some info about this song and this band.
And it all went quiet in the city, and the wind blew down the road. Someone cried out subvert, and the people all went cold. Subvert, 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 subvert!
Oh my God.
Living standards were dying morals, a state control.
style. It's like spiraling into madness. Oh my goodness. Guys, that is Subhumans with Subvert City. Leave your thoughts in the chat. Let me know what you thought about this song. I thought this was a masterpiece. Sick. Yes. This was a sick ass song. Now, I didn't know what subvert meant. And so I did a quick search. And the word subvert means to undermine power and authority of an established system or government. The more I listen to this, if I was like a politician or the president, I'd be like, yo, get these guys out of here. Could you imagine? Or I know some of y'all don't even have to imagine because some of y'all lived this. You hear a band come on the scene. And you're in your teenage years, you're young, you feel like the world is against you or you just don't get it. And you see everything, as you get older, you see everything that's wrong with society. People are unkind, politicians lying to you, and it's just upside down. And then you hear somebody that says you don't have to take it. They say, fuck the government. Subvert City. And so, listening to this, you hear him chanting, subvert, subvert. And it makes me feel like, the fans who are ever at the shows were chanting this. And you can feel that sense of community. Yeah, it's like, wake up. And all of a sudden, now you have a group of people that it's like, subvert, subvert. Oh, man. They had to get that under control. So what's really cool about this song is the progression of it. Because it literally builds into the song. It starts off like slow, you hear the wind. And then it's almost like the tempo of it speeds up. By the time the song picks up, it's like spiraling down. Oh man, this one right here is a banger. I'm gonna have to add this one to the playlist. So I thoroughly enjoyed this song right here from the Subhumans. And what was also cool, really quick, is at the end of the song, he actually talks about what the world would look like if it was Subvert City, or if the community wins. This is the change that could happen. The subverts become the ones who are in power, and they have the control of dictating how the world is going to be. So we're going to keep things going, y'all. Coming up next, let me see. What do we have? This is Oily Poily. Okay, all right. Let's go ahead and check it out. This is Punk's Picnic in Prince's Street Gardens. Leave your thoughts in the chat. Once again, Christopher, if you're hanging out with us in the chat, and which I know you are, go ahead and give us some info on this band and the song that we're listening to. And guys, I'll give you all a second to pull up the lyrics if you're jamming with me and you're following along with the lyrics. Once again, it's Oi Poly. I think that's the name of it. And the song is called Punk's P-U-N-X Picnic in Prince's Street Gardens. All right, there we go. All right, let's go ahead and get this kicked off.
Together, go try your information.
All right, guys. Once again, this is Oily Poly with Punk's Picnic and Princess Street Gardens. Leave your thoughts in the chat. Let me know what you thought about this song. Now, this followed suit with what I was saying before about community and having fun. And for the most part, that's what punk really can be broken down into. Is being with like-minded individuals and having fun. Punk picnic. And so the cool thing about this song is that it's not promoting violence. It's not promoting destruction or anything. But it's like, hey guys, let's get together and let's have some fun. And that's also a characteristic that has carried on into newer punk music. Because what I've noticed with a lot of the newer punk that I've listened to and some of the newer punk artists that have come out, the main things that they focus on is partying and having fun. But the aspect of community and pushing a message, a positive message, is kind of gone. I think for the most part, with a lot of music nowadays, is focused on partying, drugs, and getting women or getting laid. And so I haven't really run across older punk songs that just talk about partying, drugs, and getting laid like I have with the newer music. The one thing that's really missing is just that aspect or that message about society or a breakdown in society or how things aren't right. So we're gonna go ahead and keep going. Christopher, are you in the chat, man? Okay, cool. So once again, y'all, I want to shout out and thank Chris for sponsoring this video, because this stream would not be happening without him. If you had another song you would like to put us on to, go ahead and leave it in the chat, because I am enjoying myself with this journey into the music. But also, if you have any stories you would like to share, we'd love to hear it. And I appreciate all of y'all being here, because I didn't think that people were gonna show up for a punk stream, and that's why I really just never did it. But it's really cool to see that we actually have a pretty good punk community on this channel. So let me think. One of the first punk songs that I listened to was, before I knew too much about the genre, was Crass, big A, little a. Oh, wow. My reaction came up right there. All right, let's go ahead and play this really quick, y'all. All right, let's see. Well, man, if you want to hear a song that hits a lot of notes, Os Rotten with Tax Shelter. All right.
Till I bounce in me. The system I've got you, but it won't get me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stand in control, like gonna let it get you. Gonna be a reason and a band stay section. So you wanna be a summer, gonna be no lecture. Right to get you. I know, this is the law. all wear. Palace for king and queen, smash for the rich, retreat for the wealthy, defense of privilege. They've learned their own tonight, against the civil war, fighting for the ruling class. Their battle is not poor, so I just not in this island of the mind. Great being from the bollocks, you bear them behind. When every other corner stand and see when I let fall. God of the future, in the law. It's days to remind that I'm mad at what you've done. In balance in the void, then we bring yours on you. You've got your own body, you know it's straight school. They've got your own number, it's just what they roll. You've got to look methods, to join the mind on the bell. It's time to take the battle, the future must be ours.
Hey.
Be exactly who you want to be. Do what you want to do. I'm he and she is she, but you're the only you. No one else has got your eyes, can see the things you see. It's up to you to change your life, and my life's up to me. The problems that you suffer from are problems that you make. The shit we have to climb through is the shit we choose to take. If you don't like the life you live, change it now is yours. Nothing else affects if you don't recognise the cause. If the program's not the one you want, get up, turn off the set. It's only you that can decide what life you're going to get. If you don't like religion, you can be the antichrist. If you're tired of politics, you could be an anarchist. But no one ever tried to jump a bullet down the steeple. You'll never be the system. My bombing number 10. Sit the test of my defense, there must be murder people. You must live into one. But I'll be back again. If you don't like the rules they make, refuse to play their game. If you don't want to be a number, don't give them your name. If you don't want to be called out, refuse to hear the question. Silence is a virtue. Use it for your own protection. I try to make you play their game. Refuse to show your face. If you don't want to be beaten down, refuse to join their race. Be exactly who you want to be. Do what you want to do. I am he and she is she, but you're the only you.
Oh man. Guys, this is Big A Little A by Crass. As I said, this is one of the very first, I guess, authentic punk songs that I heard that really put this genre on the map for me. Because I think after this, I couldn't believe what these guys were saying in the lyrics, and it made me want to explore other bands like Dead Kennedys. And it's funny enough, I haven't explored too many early bands like the Stooges or even the Ramones. And so I'm hoping that my journey will lead me to those groups. But we're going to go ahead and check out Os Rotten with Tax Shelter. Now, funny thing enough, I've heard two songs from these guys. The first song, I can't remember what I heard, but the one that sticks out to me is called The Second. If you know what I'm talking about, you know I can't say the other part of that, the song's name. But these guys were brutal. But let's go ahead and jump into it. Tax Shelter. like I told y'all, guys, Os Rotten is a band that goes in. These guys, they sound harder. They sound just as hard as any other metal band out there. And they have a better message. Sometimes it's mind-blowing when you can hear music this aggressive and this hard, and then it's actually educating you on some real shit. Tax shelter. How rich, elite, upper class people will invest in abandoned buildings or just buildings, period, and keep them empty just to have a shelter for their taxes. While there's poor people on the street without homes, homelessness, starving. Somebody give me a date on this. When did this come out? That's the funny thing about some of these songs and the messages that they're preaching, is that it's still relevant. So, yeah, leave your thoughts in the chat. Let me know what you thought about this. Maybe on the next punk rock stream that we do, we'll take a song and we'll break down the lyrics, and we can have a whole conversation or even podcast about it. Another vacant building is a tax shelter and nothing more. Cemented doors and windows keeping out the poor. What purpose does it serve to keep these buildings empty? Destroying our community to protect abandoned property. Functioning as financial loopholes instead of the housing they could make. Because those owning empty buildings claim a generous tax break. Oh, man. So is housing just a luxury to be enjoyed by the upper class? Another right you don't deserve if you haven't got the cash. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right. So as I said, I've only heard 2 songs from Os Rotten, and these guys are definitely a band that I'll probably have to check out more. Yeah. Mario, he says flipper. Yeah, that's what everybody's doing now. Everybody wants to be a house flipper. Oh, my goodness. All right, let me see. What do we have? This is Dead Kennedys with We Got a Bigger Problem Now. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Leave your thoughts in the chat. Man, that Os Rotten song went hard, y'all. Oh, you said the band flipper. Oh, okay. I was thinking house flipper.
Last call for alcohol. Last call for your freedom of speech.
Oh, yikes.
Drink up. Happy hour is now enforced by law. Don't forget our house special. It's called the Tricky Dicky Screwdriver. It's got 1 part Jack Daniels, 2 parts purple Kool-Aid, and a shaker of formaldehyde from the jar with Hitler's brain in it we got in the back storeroom.
Sounds like jazzy punk.
Happy drinks to you. Happy drinks to you. I am Emperor Ronald Reagan, born again with fascist cravings. Still, you make the president. Human rights will soon go away. I am now your Charlemagne. Now I command all of you. Now you're gonna pray in school, and I'll make sure they're Christian too. California, Uber Alice. California, Uber Alice. Uber Alice. California, Uber Alice. California. Shop, shabba, shabba, do
Yikes. Oh, my God.
Cause this land will control you. Still you think it's natural. Never knocking from the master race. Still you wear a happy face. Because your eyes can't happen here. Alexander Haig is near. Army, you will pay. Johnny Army, you will pay. California, Everett, California, Everett, Everett, California, Everett, California. Just relax. Have another drink. A few more pretzels. A little more MSG. Turn on those Dallas Cowboys on your TV. Lock your doors. Close your mind. It's time for the 2-minute warning. Welcome to 1984. Are you ready for the Third World War? You too will meet the secret police. They'll draft you and they'll jail your niece. You'll go quietly to boot camp. They'll shoot you dead, make you a man. Don't you worry, it's for a cause. Feeding global corporations cause. Die on a brand new poison gas. A Salvador, Afghanistan. Making money for President Reagan. Making money for President Reagan. And all the friends of President Reagan. California, Everett, California, Everett, Everett, California, Everett, California.
Oh man, guys, this was Dead Kennedys with We've Got a Bigger Problem Now, which was almost like a remix of California Uber Alles, in which it's the way it started out was very interesting because it felt very jazzy. It felt like a jazz punk rock song, and then of course it exploded into this monster of an aggressive, nasty piece. So leave your thoughts in the chat. We're gonna go ahead and keep things going. Coming up next, we got Bad Religion. Let me see. This was requested by Brandon. What is the name of this song? I Want to Conquer the World. Okay, we'll check it out. And as always, guys, leave your thoughts in the chat. Let us know what you think about the music that we're listening to. Let's go.
Hey brother Christian with your high and mighty errand. Your actions speak so loud I can't hear a word you're saying. Hey sister bleeding heart with all of your compassion. Your labors through the hurt but can't assuage temptation. Hey man of science with your perfect rules of measure. Can you improve this place with the data that you gather? Hey mother mercy, can your lungs bear fruit forever? Is your fecundity a tremble or a treasure? And I wanna conquer the world. Give all the idiots a brand new religion. Put an end to poverty, uncleanliness and toil. Promote equality in all of my decisions with a quick wink of the eye. And God, you must be joking. Diplomat with your worldly aspirations. Did you see your children cry when you left them at the station? Hey moral soldier, you've got righteous proclamations and precious stones to fuel your pulpy conflagrations. And I wanna conquer the world. Give all the idiots a brand new religion. Put an end to poverty, uncleanliness and toil. Promote equality in all of my decisions. I want to conquer the world.
right, guys, y'all y'all heard all the songs that we've heard tonight, and then you listen to this. It's fast paced, it's fun, makes you want to, I guess, mosh, and it's incredibly positive. How did this genre of music get such a negative rap? This song literally was about conquering the world and changing the way people are and saving whales. I want to conquer the world, give all the idiots a brand new religion, put an end to poverty, uncleanliness, and toil, promote equality in all of my decisions, expose the corporates and feed them to the children. Oh no. Do away with air pollution and save the world, save the whales. What the hell? There's nothing bad I can say about that. An incredibly fun and positive song. Coming up next, this is Charged by GBH, Gunned Down. Oh no. Leave your thoughts in the chat, y'all. Wow. Oh my goodness. Somebody give me a date on this. Oh my goodness. Guys, this was Charged GBH with Gunned Down. Leave your thoughts in the chat. Let me know what you thought about this song. But this was a whole different perspective from some of the other songs that we were talking about. This guy or this band was giving the perspective of coming from the gutter and being gunned down for his actions. You know, in a way, this made me think about how in early hip hop, early rap music, how it would, or the artist would literally talk about life in the ghetto or coming from the gutter and how it was with being in that environment. And that's exactly what this made me think about. someone contemplating their decisions and ultimately where it leads to. Very, very cool. Never heard of these guys. Charge GBH. Leave your thoughts in the chat, y'all. We're going to keep things going. You know what, John, I completely agree with you. The more I'm listening to early punk, I'm seeing a lot of similarities with hip hop and early rap music. Makes me think about that song, Don't Push Us 'Cause We're Close to the Edge. And it's literally talking about being raised in the gutter. Grievous bodily harm. Wow. And you know what? Also, when I'm listening to their style, they make me think about Body Count, Ice-T's band. Because of course, if y'all heard Body Count, the song, it's very similar, but just done in a different style. Extreme Noise Terror, yeah, they're a pretty cool band. All right, y'all, we're going to keep things going. Coming up next, let me see. What do we have? Dag Nasty? This is Under Your Influence. Yeah, there's a lot of similarities with Body Count. Body Count has a lot of punk influence.
It's hard to hold when the world is spinning. Learn nothing from the night before. All the weeks before that. Under your influence, right goes wrong. Under your influence, cross my mind. Under your influence, right goes wrong. Under your influence, you cross my line for the last time. Courage. Yeah, make the world look better. You love the attention. You never had it. You never had it before. Under your influence, right goes wrong.
That's a good flow.
Under your influence, cross my mind. Under your influence, right goes wrong. Under your influence, you cross my line for the last time. No safety comes from your numbers. Nothing said or gained. Should gain responsibility. True freedom from what? No safety comes from your numbers. Nothing said or gained. Just gain responsibility. True freedom from what? From what?
Belching penguins, shit face.
My girlfriend walked out and my dog ran away. Because I get a little drunk every day. My parents keep saying I'm a total waste. Every time they see me, I'm always shit-faced. I'm in trouble, I see double. Shit-faced, I'm in trouble, I see double. Shit-faced, I'm in trouble, I see double. Shit-faced, I'm in trouble, I see double. I'm lying on the floor with the puke on my clothes. My breath stinks, but I brush on my nose. The time I looked up, it was 3:45. I tried to get up, but my head was sore. I'm in trouble, I see double. Shit
Guys, that was Belching Penguins with Shitface. Shout out to Skates for this request. Now, I hope as you guys are jamming out with me, y'all are hearing bands that you may not have heard of or songs that you've never heard before. So you guys are actually discovering some of this awesome music along with me. But we're going to keep things going. This is the Meatmen with I'm Gonna Fuck You Up. Yes, Jeff, we're going to talk about that. Guys, this was the Meatmen with I'm Gonna Fuck You Up. Now, one thing that I've noticed, or I've always noticed it, is that when you listen to this, especially with these early punk bands, it really shows the foundation and how metal was shaped. It shows where speed and thrash got their influence from. When I hear a lot of these songs, in my mind, I picture vocals with Lemmy. Because when I first started listening to Motorhead, I had no idea that they were heavily influenced by punk. I just thought Motorhead was their own style. But I hear it. I hear it in all these bands. I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds like Motorhead. Or maybe Motorhead sounds like them. Oh, that sounds like Megadeth. Oh, well, maybe Megadeth sounds like them. With this particular band, the vocals, I don't know when this came out. Somebody give me a date on this. When did this come out? Because this looks like, it says 2014. Oh, it's new. It sounds like something that's from the past. It sounds like something that's older. You said the band started in 81? Okay, but this song is from 2014. Oh, okay. Yeah. But the vocal style, it reminded me of the lead singer from Overkill. And so for those of y'all that have been following me on this channel, y'all know I absolutely love 80s thrash metal. But when you hear some of these early punk rock bands, you see where all of these guys got their influence from. And that's something that I thoroughly enjoy. It just builds on that wealth of knowledge that I have, this growing wealth of knowledge that I have for music. It makes me appreciate this genre more. So guys, I want to thank y'all so very much for hanging out with me tonight and sharing these songs and sharing your experiences in the chat. But I need y'all to do a couple of favors for me. First of all, if you want to see more punk rock on this channel, you have to like the video. Smash that like button and also share this video in any punk communities that you think would be interested in joining us next time for our next stream. And that way, as you guys continue to support the channel by showing up and liking and sharing, then I'll know to do more punk rock music. Because as I said, I was really afraid to do the stream because I didn't think anybody was interested, or people weren't gonna show up because they were gonna be like, who wants to listen to this? Play some metal or some country or some Spice Girls. Because that's what we do. We only feature content that we know people are gonna show up to or people want to hear. But yeah, just do that for me and we'll be square. But also join the Discord. We have an awesome Discord community of rock, metal, thrash, and punk. And you can meet some really cool metalheads in there or some rock heads in there. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call it an evening. Y'all stay safe, and I will see y'all next time. Y'all have a great one. Take care. Oh, also, one more time. Shout out to Chris for sponsoring this video.